Now tell everybody all your wisdom. Mr. I read the instructions.
Where do these parts go?
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to be taking off the WeatherTech mud flaps that I put on here, and then we're going to be installing the brand new Rokblokz. We got the extra large long and the extra large. Fun fact, we're going to be giving one of these away. Okay, so we're gonna do some comparisons. We're gonna compare, Delaney's here by the way, we're gonna compare the WeatherTech mud flaps. We're gonna see how high up they go, we're gonna see how low they go, and we're gonna see how much coverage they get. My biggest problem with the WeatherTechs right now is this. They're not really giving us full coverage. So we're actually sticking out about 1.5 inches from where we need to be bumped out. Now, if you'll see up here, sticking out a lot more than that. We're sticking out 3 inches up front. So the problem is, you'll find, is you get a lot of mud in here and you get a lot of spray here. Now, when we didn't have these, we were getting mud and spray just there, just all there. And so these are going to be nice. Another thing about these is, these bad boys are going to have a quick connect so we can take them off before we hit the trail. So when we go out into the trail, they're not going to get caught up on rocks. They're not going to get caught up on muds, on snow, on anything. When we're done wheeling, we wipe off the area they go, we screw them back in by hand, and then we get back out on the road. So it'll be something nice that we can have while we're doing our day-to-day driving, and then when we're out on the trail, we can take them off. So we've got everything laid out. We're gonna go over the kit. So let's open up the kit that we're gonna use and let's see what it all comes with.
Okay, so Lance has, after much deliberation, decided not to go with the black.
Nope.
We're going with the red. So
Boom!
we'll crack these babies open.
Okay. Now you've already installed these on yours.
Yeah.
What do you think of them so far?
They are a very well thought out mud flap. I've never installed so much hardware on a mud flap in my life. But like I said, very well thought out.
Okay, so what all did we get?
So we got fronts and backs here. I'm gonna set these off to the side.
Remember YouTube, those are for you guys.
So Lance has the red flaps with the gold embossed
Very nice.
Rokblokz logo.
And we went with the red and gold because we got gold there and we got red accents all over the place. That and Canadian colors. Okay.
So make sure you got yourself some space.
Give it to me, give it to me.
And typically I kid around with my children. What I usually do is, first thing I do with a set of instructions is throw them off to the side. But in this case, you should probably read them and pay attention. There's a lot of hardware here. So you need to,
it's a lot of work.
There's actually 2 sides to this piece. You've got to put the hardware on the proper side of the piece. One side's textured, one side's glossed. The hardware inserts onto the textured side. And if you're old like Lance and you've got arthritis in your joints.
You're older than me.
Yeah, but I don't show it.
Oh.
Easy way to tap them in is with a small, I think, what do you call this thing? A small
framing hammer?
tapper? It's not a
finishing
hammer.
hammer.
Frame anything with that.
Finishing
frame
hammer.
a dollhouse.
Yeah.
And a flat tool like a little pry bar just to hold it in place. Hold it in place. Done. For the quick release on the rear, these 2 brackets.
These brackets are actually really nice. They didn't just make a piece of steel, weld it together. They actually made one piece of steel, bent it, and then also laser embossed their logo on the side, which I think is pretty cool.
So 2 brackets, there's a left and a right. They're swept back, as you can tell. So this would be your driver's side.
Okay.
So we're gonna replace where the factory hardware was or should have been. We're gonna put a plastic rivet back in place. This will, ow. My toe. I think I got my steel toes on. This basically, I'm just holding the liner in place because the rivet needs to go there. Tire in the way. There you go. This is a protective plate, I believe, in case this vehicle gets hit from the rear end, it protects the exhaust from dropping out of the hanger. So the new bracket will replace that. It'll do the same job. It'll protect that perch or that hanger from getting knocked out of the. So this will go right back on, replacing that bracket. It gets sandwiched in between the factory hardware. This goes in behind the liner. I'll take the place here. So this is the driver's rear. This is the slot that is going to go over the bracket that we installed earlier. And these are the 2 screws that set everything and tighten in place. So now we're moving on to the front. The fronts for the Gladiator JT have this cutout for the rock rail, and we'll just knock that out with a sharp Olfa or utility knife. And Lance is not allowed to do this part because he needs to keep his thumbs for work.
Yeah, I have a bad habit of cutting things, like my fingers. Okay, so on mine, I have this little liner right here, this little plastic piece. The actual bolt piece that we're going to put on goes around both the liner and the factory mount, or the factory steel piece behind it. And then over here, these don't get anything. These get these. Oh yeah. Go ahead. Okay, and as you can see what we were putting on the front one, as he's still putting on the front one, the fronts and the rears are quick connect. So that way when you get out on the trail, you don't want to have your mud flaps hanging out and around because they're going to get hit, they're going to get smashed around. Now the cool thing about the Rokblokz mud flaps is that they can actually take a good beating. These things have been pressure tested where they've just flexed them right out, didn't crack, didn't discolor, didn't have any problems. It's a superiorly made product, and I get that question a lot. Are these worth the money that you're going to have to spend to get them? And the answer is hell yeah they are. They're worth every penny. Okay, if you guys want your chance to win the free set of Rokblokz mud flaps for the JT Gladiator, this contest is going to go to Mexico, it's going to go to the United States, and it's going to go to Canada. All you've got to do is a few simple things. First off, hit share, hit like, hit subscribe. You have to be a subscriber to the channel. Add this video to your Facebook, share it with your friends and families, and make sure you tag us so that we know you did it. Once we figure out all the people that have done this, we're going to get together, we're going to put all the names in a hat, we're going to draw the name out, and we will get with you on Facebook Messenger and let you know you've won. Good luck everybody, I hope you're having an amazing day, and we'll see you next time.